spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcon. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights will put it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Air Force Falcons return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And the is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial. On first down, here comes this offense. He leaves it with his back. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll test the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Price. Got his man quickly. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Falcons are flying down the field. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Back open in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Jukes his way for more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has a second down play. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on second and long from the 11. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Give to the running back. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Dances away to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Goes to the option. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Price. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to throw. It's Price. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The Black Knights want to move quickly.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Black Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Army, 14, Air Force, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets open down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To throw, it's Price. Trying to get to him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said, football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Offense gets set for second down. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On second down, wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Quick with the spin move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Black Knights are on the move. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. This quarterback part of their running game. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On second down, he'll fire. It's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 28 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw, it's Price. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're trying to get to him and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
What are we doing?
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Price. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He finds his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Black Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, how did you make that move? They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Army! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Air Force 3.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him down after he makes the catch. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Price. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Sweet cut there. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Falcons are threatening on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
First down for this offense. A handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On the ground with the counter. At the 15, he's loose. Tackled there by the defense. Some breathing room would be nice for this offense. 2nd and 2 from the 18. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Price. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And here comes the offense on second down. Throwing right. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Swings it out to the flat. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.